me. Put your legs around me. Open up, give me what I want. Offer it to me. He bit down gently at the curve of my shoulder, and I whimpered in need as his massive chest rubbed my sensitive nipples and his thigh nudged higher, forcing me to ride him, pushing against my sensitive clit in a relentless assault meant to make me lose control. Using his hold on me for leverage, I lifted my legs and bucked against him until I felt the head of his big cock at my entrance. As soon as I had him where I wanted him, I crossed my ankles just above the curve of his well-muscled ass and tried to pull him closer, to impale myself. But he was too big, too strong, and I moaned in frustration. Say it, mate. As I fill you with my cock, say my name. Say whose cock is filling you. Say the name of the only one you will submit to. Say it. His cock nudged in, spreading my pussy lips wide, stretching me open. I could feel the hardness of it, the heat of it. I could smell the musky scent of my arousal, of fucking. I could feel his mouth sucking on the sensitive skin of my neck. I could feel the steel-like strength of his grip where he held me in place, and the solid wall behind me, allowing me no escape from the dominance of his thrusting body. I could feel his powerful bulk as I clenched him with my thighs. I felt the shift of the muscles in his ass as he thrust into me. I tilted my head back and cried out his name, the one name that meant everything to me. Miss Mills? The voice was soft, timid even, not his. I ignored it and thought of the way his cock was filling me up. I'd never been stretched so fully before, and the slight burn of it, mixed with the pleasure of that flared head sliding over the most sensitive places deep inside me. Miss Mills? I felt a hand on my shoulder, cold, small. It wasn't his hand, because his hands had moved to my ass in the dream, clenching and squeezing as he drove deep, pinning me to the wall. I startled awake and tugged my arm away from the clammy touch of a stranger. Blinking a few times, I realized the woman before me was Warden Morda. It was not the man in the dream. Oh God, it had been a dream. I gasped and tried to catch my breath as I stared at her. She was reality. Warden Morda was with me in this room. I wasn't being fucked by a dominant male with a huge cock and the words of a demanding lover. She had the expression of a constipated cat, and it was perhaps the look on my face that had her taking a step back. How dare she interrupt that dream? The best sex I'd ever had didn't even come close. Holy hell, that was a hot dream. I'd never had a head-banging, slammed up against the wall kind of sex before, but I wanted it now. My inner walls clenched, remembering what that cock felt like. My fingers itched to grab his shoulders again. I wanted to lock my ankles around his waist, dig my heels into his ass. This was insane. A sex dream. Now, here. God, it was almost mortifying if it hadn't been so real. No, it was mortifying because I was supposed to be processed for the Coalition front lines, not a job as a porn star. I assumed the processing meant a medical check, birth control implant, perhaps a mental health assessment. I'd been in the military before, but not in space. How different could it be? What kind of processing did the Coalition have to force me into a dream porno? Was it because I was a woman? Did they want to ensure I wouldn't jump a fellow soldier? That was ridiculous, but what else could be the reason for that steamy, hot dream? What? I barked, still angry at being wrenched away from such pleasure, embarrassed she caught me when I was so emotionally vulnerable. She flinched, clearly unaccustomed to the rough edges of new recruits. Odd, since she dealt with them on a daily basis. She had said she was new in her role here at the processing center, but how new was undetermined. Just my luck. This was probably her first day. I'm sorry to have disturbed you. Her voice was meek. She reminded me of a mouse. Drab brown hair, straight and long. No makeup, her uniform making her appear sallow. Your testing is complete. Frowning,